why, doctor, have we not had more youngsters getting into medicine? Why has this not become one of those sectors which should be actually booming, and where India should be producing the largest number of doctors and nurses instead of having such a shortage?
See, when I was a young medical student, most of my classmates were the sons of the teachers or the government employees or the working class families. Today, only the children from rich families can aspire to become doctors. Medical education is still a elitist affair.
Because
It's
of the
very
cost.
sad.
Because of the cost.
Huge cost.
Right.
Huge cost. Even today, I'll tell you, the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, where the doctors are trained, they may hardly pay any pittance as a fees, but the government spends nearly 1 crore rupees to train one MBBS doctor.
Right.
1 crore rupees.
Right.
Now, is it required? It is not required. It was created like an edifice so that large amount of money can change hands.
Right.
And it can become a commercially very, very lucrative business.
Hey, doctor, I'll ask one thing, doctor. Sorry, you made some statement about intermediaries. Now you refer to a cost training for doctor. But this cost will come down if the intermediaries are also part of the system. Because the same doctor will be training the intermediate people also between MBBS and the postgraduate. Am I right?
See, the high cost, Mr. Chawla, is because of the infrastructure what is required to build a medical college.
Correct.
That is the reason for high cost. And then high cost is very strict definition of who can train a doctor. I'll give an example. Let's look at the heart surgery, who can train heart surgeons. Okay. Let's look at three of the busiest, some of the busiest. There are many busy, very good doctor surgeons. Let's look at the names you think of. You know of Dr. Naresh Trihan in Delhi. You know of Dr. Panda in Bombay. And you know of, okay, I am in Bangalore. I may not be operating on very influential people like the rest, but essentially we are so-called busy, known heart surgeons. None of us, according to the Medical Council of India's definition, can teach other surgeons how to operate.
Why is that?
Because we haven't gone through the medical college as assistant professor, associate professor, and graduate and become a professor.
Right.
Only the people who have worked in a medical college can teach cardiac surgeons. Yeah.
Oh.
According to the Medical Council definition.
You can't,
yes.
You are not a teacher, teach others. That is the definition.
Exactly. So, but there is a national board, which is a parallel organization in which this diploma course were launched. That body has accepted us as teachers, so we can be teachers there, but not in a medical college.
Who decided this definition?
The national, this is, see, how do you make something rare? When you make something rare, the value goes up.
Right.
I'm asking, what is the procedure in America? Can the doctors who are practicing doctors, can they teach as well when they are practicing?
In most of the developed countries, anyone working as a specialist can be a teacher. Anyone working as a specialist with the credentials can be a teacher. But in India, and also in US, for example, there is nothing like a retirement age for a teacher in a medical college. As long as they are fit, as long as they are willing to work, they can. Say in US, a 85-year-old cardiac surgeon can operate on the heart, and he can train young cardiac surgeons. In India, if you're past the age of 60, forget about teaching cardiac surgery. You're not allowed to dissect a dead body and teach anatomy. You have to retire at the age of 60.